Hey dear listeners, welcome to another episode of the Peculiarstars Lifestyle Network. Today we will dive deep into the complexities of forgiveness and explore whether it's truly possible to forgive and forget. I remain your host Emmanuel, so let's get into it. Firstly, we need to understand what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is, a profoundly human experience that involves letting go of, resentment, anger, and the desire for revenge towards someone who has wronged us. It's an act of releasing emotional baggage and finding peace within ourselves. You see, the notion to forgive and forget suggests that forgiveness also requires us to erase the memory of the offense entirely. But is that realistic? To be honest, we cannot overemphasize the act of forgiveness. I see people say it's okay not to forgive. Well, yeah, we have all the rights to do whatever we want. If only we know how much of a cage we keep ourselves when we don't learn to forgive and, move on. It's hard, but it's worth it. What are your thoughts on forgiveness? Have you experienced the transformative power of forgiveness in your own life? Share your insights and stories in the comments. You see, instead of choosing forgiveness, many people opt for anger or revenge. For example, let's say you have a partner who cheats on you and you discover this without their knowledge. Instead of addressing the issue openly and either deciding to part ways or reconciling and moving forward together, some people take it to the extreme by seeking revenge and engaging in infidelity with someone close to their partner. Even like a family member. It's important to understand that resorting to anger and seeking revenge only worsens the situation and has negative effects on your mental well-being. You see, similarly, if someone says something hurtful about you, it's natural to feel angry, but it's important to exercise caution because acting out of anger can escalate the situation and lead to actions you may regret. It can even land you into trouble. You see, it is natural to remember everything that has happened to us, maybe in the past. That's why we have memory. And the major reason why you are struggling to forgive is because your brain still holds this memory very close in order to protect you from hurt in the future. You see, we all need to understand that forgiveness is not weakness. Most times we don't forgive because we feel like the other person will go free. No, it's the other way around. Unforgiveness keeps you in a mental prison. And you see, forgiveness is not to be forced. It's to be attained by a gradual and mindful process. Our memory are an integral part of who we are. They shape our experiences, influence our decisions, and helps us learn from past events. So it's often unrealistic to expect ourselves to completely forget a hurtful incident. Our brains are wired to remember significant events, especially those that involve strong emotions. So, does forgiving mean we should suppress or erase these memories? How do you navigate the tension between forgiving someone and still having the memory of the offense? Can you truly forgive and forget? I'd love to hear your perspectives in the comments. You see, when someone offends you or did something very hurtful to you, you need to heal and move forward. It's not for anybody, it's for yourself. You see, forgiveness is not about erasing the past, but rather about finding healing and moving forward despite it. It's about acknowledging the pain and choosing to let go of the negative emotions associated with the offense. You see, when we forgive, we give ourselves the freedom to heal and to rebuild our lives. So it's important to note that forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation or forgetting what happened. Don't let anyone gaslight you into forgiveness. Don't let them manipulate you. Forgive at your own pace. It's your choice when you want to fully let go. The norms of forcing people to forgive out of their own will is not good at all. So stop using religion as a tool to force people into accepting forgiveness. It's robbing them of their right to feel what they have to feel. So let your forgiveness be a personal decision and journey. We want to hear from you. What does forgiveness mean to you? How do you find the strength to let go and move forward in your own life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. Most times, you need to learn how to set boundaries. Learning how to create healthy boundaries makes forgiveness easier. You can forgive people and still keep them out of your circle. Forgiving someone in silence and deciding never to speak to them again is valid. And you see, that right there is a form of self-love. I forgive you doesn't mean I want you in my space. And personally, I feel as the offender, your ability to respect this boundary and move on is also very important. So if the person that offends you keep trying to force their way back into your life, or demand that you prove your forgiveness by letting them back in, then they want to keep using you. Forgiveness doesn't require us to become vulnerable to another. In some cases, setting healthy boundaries is necessary for self-preservation. We can forgive someone and still choose to distance ourselves from them, or establish clear limits on our interactions. It's about finding a balance between forgiveness and self-care. So, how do you strike a balance between forgiving someone and protecting yourself? Have you found it challenging to establish boundaries while on the path of forgiveness? We are curious to know your strategies and insights. A lot of people try to apologize when they wrong you, even before you are able to, express yourself. They just want to apologize. And not all apologies come with a changed behavior. I've seen people say I'm sorry, and yet deep down within they still will hurt you over and over again. You just need to learn to choose forgiveness, not because anyone deserves it, but because you want to. But at the same time, apologies play a crucial role in the forgiveness process, and a sincere and genuine apology can facilitate healing and reconciliation. But you see, forgiving someone doesn't rely solely on receiving an apology. You never truly forget the incidents or trauma. So forgetting is a relative word. It simply means remembering the incident without going through any emotional distress. It's an internal process that we undertake for our own well-being, regardless of whether the offender acknowledges their wrongdoing or not. Please, I want to know your thoughts. What about situations where an apology is not offered or acknowledged? How do you navigate forgiveness in those cases? Have you ever forgiven someone without receiving any apology? Share your experiences and perspective with us. So, can we truly forgive and forget? You see, why it's unlikely that we can completely erase painful memories, we can choose to forgive and let go of the negative emotions tied to those memories. Forgiveness is a personal journey that empowers us to heal, grow, and find inner peace. I want you all to remember that forgiveness doesn't mean we have to forget or condone the actions that hurt us. It means we reclaim our power and choose compassion over bitterness. And lastly, forgiveness sometimes is the journey of a lifetime. It's about constantly reminding your heart who is in charge, not the pain, not the past, not the person who hurts you, not the trauma. It's you. You are in charge. Keep reminding your heart. But we want to hear from you. What has your experiences with forgiveness been like? Do you believe in the power of forgiveness to, transform lives? Share your thoughts, insights, and stories in the comment section below. And that's all for today's episode. I hope this discussion has encouraged you to reflect on forgiveness and its significance in your own life. Remember, your insights and experiences are valuable, so please share your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, keep spreading love, compassion, and forgiveness in your lives. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for our next episodes.